Hey, Hannah Mouse One here. Welcome to another devlog for A Farmer's Life, the farming game that I am making in Scratch. In this video, I'll be overhauling the research lab. This is an area that felt lacking when I was playtesting for the animals update, so I decided to polish it off. I started by creating separate tabs for the different categories of updates, so farming, mining, crafting. I created the label art for each of these and got them laid out, then got the icons for the existing upgrades to display on their respectively correct tab. I then created icons for a whole host of new upgrades. Generally, these involve decreasing how long each of the various gameplay loops, so growing crops or regrowing fruit or animals producing their products, take to complete, or else they increase the reward for said loop. There are a few others though, like the one that increases how much of the quarry is ore, and the one that gives a chance for bait to not be used when a fish is caught in the net. A lot of this was based off of things that I found a bit tedious when playing myself, especially the ones involving mining, but really I was just kind of coming up with these on the fly. So if you have any more ideas for upgrades, I am all ears. Each of these needed an icon and a ticked out version of said icon, and I added them to the lab screen as I went. Each upgrade also needed a title and a description, which was really just a lot of busy work. The sort of thing I find quite relaxing, to be honest, just kind of switch off and work whilst listening to YouTube videos or music in the background. The only real thing to note here is that some of the upgrades, like the one that unlocks the chance for catching 2 fish at once, needed 2 different descriptions. One for the initial unlock and one to say that the upgrade increases the chance of that effect occurring, which will happen on subsequent upgrades. I added all of the upgrade options to a list. This allowed me to reference the different upgrades and to accurately display the titles and descriptions. It also allowed me to correctly set the costs of the upgrades by adding the cost to another list where the position of each cost corresponds to the upgrade's position in the upgrade index list. A benefit of this method is how easily I can add in more upgrades if necessary by just adding them to the list. Next, I got the icons to have the correct brightness based on whether the upgrade is still locked, whether or not you could afford it, and whether you've moused over it. I got the UI for the cost to correctly display whether or not the upgrade is locked, in which case it says just that, locked, rather than displaying a monetary value, and then I moved on to getting the upgrades actually working. One benefit of the list is being able to massively tidy up how upgrading works, and that made things so much more optimized with the new system. I created another list that contains all of the maximum upgrade levels, which I could use to reference whether or not an upgrade is maxed out. I set it so that when this happens, the icon switches to the ticked out version. And finally, I went through and implemented the functionality for each and every one of these new upgrades, which did take a bit of mental gymnastics in places to figure out exactly how I needed to use each upgrade value, get it to work as intended, but I did manage to figure it out. And apart from that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. It lets me know if there's something I want to see more of. Check out the Discord and the latest build of the game, both linked in the description down below, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!